gathered, the flint is struck, the blaze bursts forth. Fuel is added until the flame turns into a white heat. The iron is drawn, ablaze with fire. Steadily and deliberately, the rod is applied to the quivering, waiting flesh. The smoke and the smell of the torture ascends and fills the air. Branded, owned by another. Branded, not on the hide of a beast, but on the heart of a man. Branded by the hand of God himself. Not on the outward flesh, but on the tender, delicate, sensitive throne of a man's affections, his heart. Branded with the sign of the cross, the symbol of God's excruciating suffering for man's sin. The place where God keeps open house for the universe. Branded forever, this cowboy who cares for the souls of men. The early morning sky is still black with night. But the day has already begun for the boys in the Wrangler's roost. Silently, the well-worn boots are pulled on. Then the final touch. The equally worn hat is slouched into place over eyes still full of sleep. It's time to bring the horses in for the day's activities. Fortunately, the horses at River Valley Ranch are well trained. With a repeated, lusty, "Come on, come on!" the horses start from everywhere in the night pasture for the home corral, and a good measure of grain. By the time the horses have been fed and saddled, a group of excited riders has gathered on the corral fence, anxious to get started out for a chuck wagon breakfast. It's pure pleasure, this early morning ride through the dew-drenched glen, wood trails and gently singing rings, with the feel of a bird beneath you, the thrill of obedience to every touch. Then on top of the rise, the breakfast fire. And as the riders descend the final valley and climb the other side, the old chuck wagon with the cooks and helpers comes into full view. The ranch boasts of some 60 well-bred horses, Arab, Quarter Horse, and Appaloosa. It's the job of the cowboy to care for them, as well as to trail ride with hundreds of young people, most of them inexperienced, day after day, whether hot and dusty or damp and muddy. A challenging job. One of the specials at the camp is the overnight pack trip, a long and exciting ride over the Spook Canyon Trail to a secluded spot where the kids are treated to a real cowboy supper of son-of-a-gun stew and Indian bread prepared especially by Nevada Steve, the ranch's stagecoach driver, and one of the few remaining genuine cowboys of yesteryear. Young people delight in climbing aboard the old stagecoach with Nevada and listening to him tell stories of the Old West, all the while drinking in the beauty of God's creation and nature.
Hey, get him out of the way! Get him out of the way! Hey!
Riding, playing hilarious games, eating, singing around a dying fire, and participating in the share time is an experience each person tucks away subconsciously in the treasure box of his memory.
Hey!
Something sweet, and beautiful, and noble has been built into the character.
Whoa!
Saturday on the ranch is spelled with 2 words: hard work. With visitors welcome to ride the trails, the cowboy takes on added responsibilities. Meanwhile, the rodeo arena must be readied for the 3 o'clock rodeo. People from many miles around drive in to enjoy this special free show.
go, Mike. Folks, right over here. David riding loco. That is a Roman riding which Brandy has just started to work on and doing a nice job. Partner. Now that is Steve. Let's give him a big hand, folks.
It's hard work and exhausting, say the Cowboys, but it's the highlight of the week for us. People have declared it the most interesting show on earth. Totally spent, hot and sweated, too exhausted to eat supper, the boys sprawl out on the grass in the shade or head for the stream. Quickly, youth revives, and after a swim and shower, our hard-hitting wrangler is dressed in a white pearl-buttoned shirt and black tie, practiced and ready for the Saturday evening Singing Pioneers concert, where he sings his heart and soul out to the delight of the audience and the glory of God. River Valley Ranch is situated in a valley paradise. Wild, rugged, breathtakingly beautiful. 500 acres of it in north-central Maryland. One wonders if he's not journeyed back into the 19th century as he enters the little authentic western town, comprised of some 20 rustic old-time buildings. In this totally western atmosphere, young people from the ages of 7 through 17 may come for a summer vacation, packed full of western living with spiritual values. No gimmicks, no strings. Just plain Bible and Christian everyday living, relevant to the needs of today's youth. All too soon the summer is over, and it's time for the cowboy to move on, back to college or the working world. A sad, silent farewell to the favorite horse who carried him many, many miles, helped him win contests at the rodeo, and in its own way, showed him its love. It's been a good summer, a satisfaction and a fulfillment. Much has been accomplished for eternity in the hearts and lives of hundreds of young people who rode the trails with a cowboy who was different, a cowboy who wears the brand of the cross, a cowboy who cares for the souls of men.